Speaking of which, how was retirement in 1994? What were people concerned about? What was the crisis in 1994 versus 2024, 2025? Let's take a look at what was happening 30 years ago.
We thought we were in real good shape.
You got enough to retire on? Have you got enough to last your lives, do you think?
We hope so.
And it's just one thing after another, them savings that you had laid back seem to disappear.
Every day I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready to retire. I realize that I can't live on Social Security. It's just not going to be enough there, enough in the style of life that I want.
Social Security is not going to be enough, and so they're going to have enough invested on their own.
My wife has a 401k.
We each have a Keogh.
You have an IRA, right? We both have IRAs.
But to have enough down the road, if you just invested in CDs, you're going to have basically what you have now, because inflation will just eat away all the gains.
I used to save using bank CDs.
CDs are very low.
And I just don't think that's going to get me where I want to be.
Same similar language that you hear, today? Same stuff. You have money, you have savings, your retirement. People worry about the same stuff in 1994 as they are in 2025. The big challenge now is many of them, they're 30 years, they're now in their 50s, they're now in their 60s, they're now in their 80s. People were talking about saving more, working longer, hoping that Social Security would hold up. And here's what's happened. 401ks have pretty much replaced pensions, meaning that if you don't contribute to your retirement, the company that you work for ain't gonna take care of you. Unless you work for a union or the military or the postal service or the federal government, there is no pensions in corporate America today. You got to create your own pension. They shifted all the risk from them to you. Now, what about healthcare costs? Everybody's freaking out right now about healthcare costs. Health costs have skyrocketed by 250%. People thought that Obamacare, Affordable Care Act, maybe in that year, but what do we discovered throughout this government shutdown? That the Affordable Care Act was propping up pharmaceutical companies. 89% of the revenue came from government subsidies. Woo! And by the way, I started learning about that 10 years ago. The cost was 1/3 cheaper. My fear was that the insurance company didn't ultimately cover it. I'd have to be on the hook for it. So what do you think healthcare costs are going to be for you in the 60s, 70s, and 80s when you're older? You're on Medicare, or more importantly, you're on home health care where you have to pay for somebody to take care of you. This Saturday, I'm going to be speaking at a funeral. I'm doing a eulogy for a very near and dear person in our lives. And the last 18 months, this person had to spend $10,000 to $12,000 a month on home health care. It shocked me how much I saw the wife writing a check for somebody to take care of him day and night. A good chunk of the retirement went to funding home healthcare agency that would send these workers to help them out. In addition to that, the average American has got about $90,000 saved up for retirement. People are spending more now in retirement because of inflation and medical care costs. So the fear that people had in 1994 is turned into a crisis we have now. And guess what didn't keep up with it? Guess what didn't keep up with the problems of 1994? One word: wages. You were waiting for corporate America to pay more money? Good luck, it didn't happen. Guess what skyrocketed the last 30 years? Healthcare costs, cost of a home, purchasing a car, cost of raising a child, cost of gas, cost of education. All these things that skyrocketed 100, 200, 300%. Here's what did happen. I'll beat this drum. 22 new millionaires in America, up 500% since 1990, up 79% to first generation millionaires because they didn't buy into the old economy. They were shifting, they're moving ahead. Yeah, you probably got to do some form of home-based business. You got to do something on the side. And by the way, overtime is not a financial strategy. You got to create your own economy. You got to find a way to monetize something that you naturally do well, or find something that you can naturally do, or learn a skill to do well, because the shift ain't going your direction. It's going away from you. If you think that, the old economy is going to come back to what it was. I pray that a sense of urgency be bestowed upon your life. And here's the challenging part. Most people never move until they feel great pain. I hope that you're wiser than that. You can learn from the mistakes of others versus you having to go do the smart way, which is learning from your mistakes. Learn the wise way. I suggest wisdom. Don't be smart, be wise. Smart's learning from your mistakes. Wise is learning from the mistakes of other people. If you like that clip, watch the next one over here. To watch the full-length episode, click over here.